Hello everyone, I'm Professor Geek, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to the end of my series on Superman cartoon reviews. We've been examining Superman's life in animation, hitting the highlights from the Fleischer series to the Bruce Timm universe. If you've missed any episodes, or this is your first time tuning into the series, I highly recommend you scroll back through past installments. They even feature an interview with Jenny McSwain, voice director and Lois Lane from the great Ruby Spears Superman series. So what is the focus of this episode? It may seem anticlimactic to cover anything after talking about Superman the Animated Series, but there have been some great incarnations of the Man of Tomorrow and his universe since then. Let's start with one we mentioned at the end of the last episode, the DC animated films. These began under the direction of Bruce Timm, and he brought with him voice director Andrea Romano and others from the Justice League universe. After Timm left, the films took a turn away from the iconic portrayal of Superman, and instead began to draw from the subject matter of the New 52 comics. But that early group of movies are well worth any classic DC fan's time. Here I want to highlight two films focusing solely on Superman. The first in the series was Superman Doomsday, the adaptation of the epic Death of Superman story arc in the comics from the 90s. Before the CW series, Smallville adapted Doomsday with a secret identity, and long before Zack Snyder made him into a spawn of General Zod and the Middle-earth Cave Troll, Bruce Timm and co. gave an iconic adaptation that stayed true to the spirit of the story, if not all of the details. In the comics, the death of Superman was a universe-wide event. The story featured the contemporary but now obscure versions of the Teen Titans and the Justice League, and then sprawled into the long run of Superman's return. Bruce Timm's film version would have to condense to fit the entire arc into one story, so they brought Lex Luthor in, brilliantly portrayed by James Marsters, to not only perpetrate the finding and release of Doomsday, but also to orchestrate an imposter Superman. The fake Superman illustrates the hypothetical result of some people's short-sighted criticism about Superman as a character. He's too good, they say, too powerful, or too hesitant with his power. The void the Man of Tomorrow leaves in the world, and the pure heroism he returns to enact, emphasizes the need for Superman in the DC universe and our own. Next I'll jump to the end of Bruce Timm's first tenure at the helm of the DC films, to the far underpraised film Superman vs. the Elite. Joe Kelly wrote the script, adapting his landmark Superman story from the 90s, What's So Funny About Truth, Justice, and the American Way. Just like the comic, the film serves as a much-needed and perfectly keyed commentary on the waves of darker, edgier subject matter that are rolling through the superhero media today. Superman faces a group of young new metahumans wanting to forget all of that cheesy superhero stuff and make real change by being harsh, brutal, and final. Much of the world cheers them on, tired of the catch-and-release method superheroes have been treating criminals with. Superman faces the darkest moment anyone could truly imagine for him, the loss of the world's faith. But he faces that moment as we would expect our iconic Superman to, with bright and everlasting hope. He wins the day and the hearts and minds of the world decisively, and we're left wishing the effect would reach many other contemporary superhero storytellers. George Newbern brings his classic Superman portrayal once more to the film, and Polly Perrette brings a performance of Lois Lane that will make you wonder how in the world she's never been cast in the role before. Well, that's films, but what about television series? There have been too many to discuss, from Young Justice to the shorts that aired on Cartoon Network's DC Nation. I'm going to discuss a lesser-known series, though, which is worthy of any Superman fan's time. Right after Justice League Unlimited wrapped up, and shortly before Superman Returns debuted on the big screen, the WB Network, now the CW Network, featured Legion of Superheroes on its WB Kids Saturday morning block. Hardcore Superman fans will of course know that the Legion of Superheroes is a group of young heroes from the 31st century, all inspired by our present-day Superman. They are so inspired that they travel back in time to meet him as a boy, and even bring him into the future with them for adventures in fighting crime. He learns the ropes from the heroes he would go on to inspire. Perfect synergy. Though the series only lasted 2 seasons, it drew heavily from the Legion's long comic book heritage. Complete purists will of course take issue. For one thing, Superboy had to call himself Superman due to copyright deals between DC and the family of Jerry Siegel, but you can call him Superboy in your head without legal dispute. The show wasn't in any way the successor to Justice League, but it remains a fun, lesser-known gem for fans to look up and enjoy online. And finally, what does the future hold for our Man of Tomorrow, Man of Steel, the last son of Krypton, and our Big Blue Boy Scout? He currently features in Justice League action, for one. The new series has promise. Superman seems to have his iconic traditional character intact, but the shorter, less involved plots do leave much to be desired for fans of more in-depth stories of the past. Even the Fleischer series contained more story arc. Justice League action is fun for now, but I'm hoping this fad of bite-sized, chuckle-fare superhero stories, such as DC Superhero Girls and Teen Titans Go, will soon be over. Are children's attention spans really so much shorter now?
Let me know what you would add below in the comments. Until next time, keep enjoying and digging deeper into the superhero stories you love. Thanks for watching.